Namaskar, good morning, Ram Ram. Welcome to your own channel AC Astro, and today we are here with a weekly horoscope. Week starting from 3rd March to 9th March. Let's welcome Akash Chauhanji and see what's there for all 12 ascendants. Namaskar, Ram Ram.
Namaskar, Rohitji. Ram Ram to everyone who's watching the channel. Today we are going to discuss about the week, 3rd March to 9th March. I know it is very cut to cut, but this is because I have a small baby at home. For Aries ascendant people,
Akash, before you start this video, I will like to say a very happy birthday to you.
thank
4th
you.
March in India today,
Thank
and
you.
may God bless you with every success, every happiness, and every blessing that you can bless all people around the world. Very very happy birthday. Being a
Thank
brother,
you.
I am fortunate that I am saying you happy birthdays and on air. So happy birthday from all the AC Astro family members.
Thank you. Thank you, Rohitji. So, Rohitji, for Aries ascendant people, March 4th is when Moon will enter into Sagittarius. So, Moon entering into Sagittarius, especially Moon is the Lord of the fourth house going into the ninth house. There can be some kind of long distance journey. If you're planning for something, there can be some long distance journey, higher education related good news, and things that are very positive in terms of the ninth house. It is a very, I know it is an enemy sign for Moon, but this is a very positive sign as well because whenever Moon enters into Sagittarius in Aries ascendant, it is a very auspicious thing because it rules the fourth house of what you say, general peace, happiness, inner peace, motherland. If there is anything that you are trying to expect from your parents, any kind of inheritances or any kind of property, buying of property, or doing some kind of transaction in the property area, yes, this is a positive time for you as well. Then Moon enters into Capricorn. Now here Moon is again this month, beginning of the month, it making a Chandra Mangal Yog. Whenever Moon and Mars are together, they will make Chandra Mangal Yog. Especially on the other hand, it is sitting with Venus also, which is going to transit very soon, like next day. But yes, Moon is going to give you more effect in this house related to exactly related to with Moon. So that means career wise, if you are expecting any kind of good news in terms of your status, in terms of your career, in terms of your promotion or money or job offer, job signing, interview, everything will be very positive. It happens around 6th of March. Then 7th of March, Mercury will enter into Pisces into the 12th house and become debilitated. Here we have to be careful about spending money. There is a whole special video that I have made on Mercury debilitated with the story also on the channel. It's just before this video. You can go and check that out. That will give you more idea about it. But yes, Mercury enters into Pisces, and this is the time that Mercury will become debilitated, sitting with Rahu. So illusion, spirituality wise, one of the best time. But illusion wise, one of the most difficult times where enemy problem from enemies, trouble from enemies, health problems, everything can happen. So we have to be careful in all the communication aspect of our life. Then Venus enters into Aquarius. Now look what happens into Aquarius. Venus also enters and Moon also enters. 7th of March, Venus enters. 8th of March, Moon enters. Whenever Moon will be here, so now Venus is, it's the second house lord, 11th house. I always say, whenever second house lord and 11th house has any combination or any connection, there will be monetary benefit. Here, second house lord is in the 11th house as well as aspecting the fifth house of money, monetary benefits. There is going to be some positive news in terms of income, some kind of income or some kind of monetary benefits you will get. But on the same hand, Venus here is going to be in close conjunction with Sun. Sun, and not very close conjunction. It has just entered. Sun is at higher degrees because 15th Sun will also move away. But yes, Sun is also present in that house. Venus, Saturn is also there. So little bit of challenge. And this is also the time, 8th of March, when there will be a new moon. 8th or 9th of March. Let me see, Rohitji. Nowadays I have started. No, yeah, it will be 10th of March. Will be a Amavasya. Okay, 10th of March. That means moon will be very close to sun, and there will be a complete new moon. 10th of March for me. For India, it will be 9th March, I guess. Yeah, let's see. Otherwise, in this week, everything is very positive. Mostly the focus is in your destiny area, in your career area, and gains area. When moon is here, the fourth house lord in the 11th house. In house also there is a lot of gains, and in business and career also there is a lot of gains. Your ascendant lord is exalted. That means good news related to your because of your ascendant lord can happen, and there can be some very positive news that you can hear in your career area. Career is the most talked about, or will be the most talked about part during this time of your life. Moving on to Taurus ascendant. When we talk about Taurus ascendant, people, one of the most best ascendants in the world, because Venus rules it. Venus is a very important planet, and Venus is sitting in your ninth house right now. Okay, as we are making the video. But 4th of March, number one is Moon enters into Sagittarius. Now, Moon is the lord of the of the third house going into the eighth house. Not a very positive sign, because whenever Moon enters here, it can create a little bit of disturbances in your some up and down in your daily work and routine. Maybe something that you have planned might be a little bit delayed, might get a little delayed, or there may be some kind of another layer to it. There can be many things that will be happening. But yes, Moon here in this house, a little bit of a challenge you will face, especially if anything related to finances. Joint finances should be avoided. Anything to invest 4th of March to 7th of March, and avoid it. Okay. Then later, Moon will enter into Capricorn. Now, Moon enters into Capricorn. This is a very good time. See, your 12th house lord has made a Raj Yoga, or what you say, exalted yoga in your ninth house. Mars is the 12th house lord, as well as Mars is the 7th house lord. So for Taurus ascendant people also, Mars is kind of Maraka only, because it is Maraka and the 12th house lord, house of expenses. Here it is exalted in the ninth house. There may be some expenses, unseen expenses, that might come to you related to travel, or you may be booking tickets, or there can be some kind of pilgrimage that you may be planning on. So it is a yeah. But Chandramangal, whenever Moon and Mars will be sitting together here, those who are going through Dasha of Moon and Mars might get some kind of destiny, like some kind of, what we say, some good news in their destiny. If they are thinking of something, if they are manifesting something in their life, that is very positive during this time. So it's a good luck for you. Then later, March 7th is when Mercury will enter into Pisces. There is a complete video I've made, but here Mercury is going into the 11th house. There can be a little bit of rift or communication problems, or your struggle, or a lot of hard work in communication related to your network. That means to your social network, as well as with your elder siblings. There can be some kind of little bit challenge in the communication area. But on the other hand, uh, uh, Mercury is putting an aspect on the 5th house for you. 5th house aspect will help you in creativity. 5th house aspect will help you. See, Ketu is there, right? Ketu is alone right now. So we don't want to plan any kind of, child birth during this time when Mercury is debilitated. So all the people who are trying to plan childbirth, honestly, uh, Jupiter will be going into the ascendant here, and that is going to happen on 1st of May. And effectively, it will be on the border and coming into here very quickly from April 17th, April 18th onwards. It will be completely forcefully going here, and all the energy will be put into Taurus, and then it will be starting aspecting your 5th house, 7th house, 9th house. This is the most wonderful, beautiful time for child, or planning a child or childbirth, because Jupiter is the planet that gives you expansion. So otherwise, we will talk about it in very much detail, like cut to cut detail for Jupiter video. I'm preparing it with lot of insights. But yes, right now, if you're planning for childbirth, then Ketu is alone here, and Ketu will detach. Ketu asks for detachment, so we don't want to do anything like that till Jupiter aspects Ketu. Then Ketu cannot do anything. So Moon enters into Mercury enters into Pisces, puts an exalted aspect here, very good for education, studies, but not for childbirth. So we have to avoid that if that is in your mind. Venus is entering into Aquarius then. So now Venus enters into the friend's house. That means it will be very happy, very nice. The Lagna Lord in the 10th house, especially giving power to Saturn, so that more and more discipline, more and more positivity can be now seen in the work area for you. Especially Sun very soon is going to go into the 12th house in Pisces. And that is when the beginning of Grahan eclipse will start. Sun will be not in comfortable position. Very, very soon, as it approaches Rahu, that point, it will be complete black, and we are going to make a video for the Grahan and what should be avoid, where it is visible, what is happening, why it happened, the age-old story. Okay. So Venus in the 10th house will give you enhancement in your career area. So all the best for that. And then Moon enters into Aquarius. Now here there is a stellium, that means 4 planets sitting together. Moon is the lord of the third house into the 10th house. Um, Whenever Moon and Saturn are together, it is called Vish Yoga. No, it is happening every month, right? Because it will happen every month. So during this time of the month, in your career area, there is going to be progress. But see, communication wise, you can create some kind of poison around. Like if something good is happening to you, keep it to yourself. Do not share it with other people, because that is where the problem will come. That is where you might have to face little bit challenge related to, what we say, some nazar dosh, some kind of people putting an evil eye on you, and that is a challenge. 10th of March is a amavasya, that means a complete blackout of moon. That is where you have to be careful also. 10th of March, that not to do any kind of major things during the 10th of March in the career area, because it is happening in the 10th house for you. Okay, so all the best. This is a very positive week, especially related to your career. There's going to be some good news that you will find. And on the other hand, there is one course that we are starting from 9th of March. So Rohit ji can give you more information about it.
Yes, now very few days left. 9th March is the date when we are starting a course for you, that is astrology for beginners course. Those who want to learn astrology from scratch, from very beginning, and in a scientific manner and in a presentation manner, then you can join Akashji from 9th of March. What you have to do, send you details on the mail ID or WhatsApp number. Team will contact you, brief you everything about course. So welcome. Enrollment already started and only few slots left.
To be true, only 3 spots left. Done.
Three slots.
That is also, I think, will be finished. I think, anyways, we'll see. So, Gemini ascendant people, 4th of March is when Moon will enter into Sagittarius. The Moon coming into the second house lord into the 7th house. So, Moon is a Maraka here, as well as Jupiter is a Maraka. This is how we connect to the stories also. Second house lord is always the Maraka, that means a killer, and 7th house lord is always the killer. That means here in your chart, Jupiter is not very, very favorable planet unless and until it is completely making some very good yogas in your chart. Now, when Moon is in the 7th house, especially communication, or especially emotionally, in the partnership, in the wife and spouse area, there is a little bit ups and downs which you can see. On the other hand, business partnerships or monetary benefits to business partnerships can be seen as well. So this is a positive news, that business partnerships and area, in that kind of area, you will be able to prosper. And the reason is that in continuation, Moon is entering into the 8th house, aspecting the second house, its own house, from the 8th house. So suddenly, secretly, if you are trying to do some deal or some kind of things, there will be positive news and monetary benefits, because from here Moon and Mars are making a Mahalakshmi Yoga. Also, whenever Moon and Mars will be together, it will be making Mahalakshmi Yoga. So something that was not happening last month, this month, and during 6th to 8th March, there can be something possible. So make sure that you put a lot of effort into partnership area. There can be some kind of new thing that will come up, and you may receive some monetary benefit. Moving on, Mercury enters into Pisces into the one more thing, sorry to say before that, Moon entering into Capricorn, also the 8th house, means that there can be, because Mars is there, they always Mars demands blood, man. There can also be emotionally, some kind of because you will be in daydreaming and stuff, some kind of accidents also can take place suddenly. Some kind of hurt, accident, problem in the legs, nails, toes, stomach area, such kind of things. So you have to be careful in that area. Okay, just be more attentive to your environment, surroundings. Then Mercury becomes debilitated, especially in the 10th house. Now here you will be extremely, you have to be cautious in your work area. I have made a complete video on it, on Mercury become debilitated. But here it is sitting with Rahu. This means that here Rahu can put illusion into your mind, and in the career area you must speak something which is not required. वैसे तो it is called Rahu जिसके 10 में दुनिया उसके बस में. Whenever Rahu is in the 10th house, people are king of the world. But Mercury is, Mercury is benefic with a benefic and malefic with a malefic. Always remember this. This is the nature of Mercury. It's a young prince, right? So when two people are smoking weed, he will also go and smoke it. But when two people are just having a very knowledgeable conversation, Mercury will also have a knowledgeable conversation. So it has dual personality. So that's why many addictions that we see, like, addictions, health problems because of addiction, is because of Mercury. Because if you see the Kal Purush Kundli, the sixth house is ruled by Mercury. Sixth house is also the house of, sixth house is 11th from the eighth house. Remember this. So that means all the gains of addiction happens from the sixth house. It starts from your workplace, from your friends, from your, going out of discipline. That's why Mercury can be a little bit addiction kind of thing also happens because of Mercury. Anyways, here Mercury entering into Pisces, especially making this yoga with Rahu, is a challenging yoga where you have to be careful not to make any kind of major commitment or take decisions in the career area. If you're applying for a job or something, good, but just wait till Mercury enters into another house to give an interview. Just delay it like little bit so that there is no energy like that present. Then on that same day, Venus enters into Aquarius. There is dual transit during that day. And Venus entering into Aquarius is the 12th house lord coming to the 9th house. So back your backs. Those people who want to go abroad, those people who want to go to travel, those who want to book tickets, everything related to travel will happen to you. There will be good news in higher education. There will be good news in terms of your, luck, some luck, anything that requires your luck to be activated and you get money or some kind of good news. Very nice for you. All three, here Sun is going to be exiting this house, going into the 10th house very soon. But Saturn and Venus are very good friends. Here Saturn is the Bhagyaman, like owner of your destiny. And Venus, on the other hand, is the 5th house owner. Like anything related to second child that you're planning, if you want to plan second child, this is the right time. Venus and Saturn are in the right position for you to try on it. Okay, all the best. There is a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments, and do subscribe. I have seen Gemini ascendant people, they come, they watch, but the most less subscription comes on Gemini only. So prove it that you are one of the best ascendants. Subscribe. Give us more power. And Moon enters into Aquarius. I forgot this only, and I just said. Moon enters into Aquarius 8th of March. This is the time that begins when Amavasya, the moon is going to completely get into new moon. And so many things related to your father's health must be number one taken care of during this time. Because sun and moon together make Amavasya. Huh? And here happening in the 9th house of father, guru, education. So sometimes there will be good news because Venus is there. Those who are going through Venus Dasha, but those who are going to Moon and Sun Antardasha, Sun Mahadasha, Moon Mahadasha, it is a time for being a little bit careful related to father, maybe health of father, or maybe argument with father, or maybe some misunderstanding in that area where you have to take utmost care. But second house lord in the 11th, in the 9th house is destiny, and you will get some kind of monetary benefits also from your family or from your speech. Like those who are in teaching business can get some good news during this time. All the best. There is also a course that is happening, I think 3 or 4. I think 3 or 4. That is the kind of things that is left. So you can join that, and we can also do your what do you say? I can teach you how to look at stars like from the scratch. So for that also WhatsApp link is in the description. It starts 9th of March. All the best. Cancer ascendant people. Now Moon is entering into Sagittarius. Now Moon here, if you see, is the Lagna Lord going into the 6th house is alarming. Alarming for your health. Especially it is the time that you need to take care of your health to the utmost. Come to discipline. This is what Moon is saying to you every month. It comes here and says, come on, this is the time to discipline. Let's start over again. Let me come back here next time and see how disciplined you are so that your health becomes better. So there is another good news, but those who are applied for loan or debts or things like that, they will get some progress because your Lagna Lord is in the 6th house. So anything that you have to gain from enemies is good news for you. But health wise, you have to be careful. Then Moon enters into Capricorn, into the 7th house. This is the time that your designation plays a very big role. Why, Rohitji? Because see, it is 10th from the 10th, and here Mars and Moon will make a Mahalakshmi Yoga. So any money that you were supposed to receive from partnership, any money that you were supposed to receive, or any designation or any kind of pad, that means pada prapti, any kind of status you wanted to achieve during this time, you will be achieving. In fact, lagna lord exactly opposite to itself means more power to you, because it is going to directly aspect the lagna with Mars. So you will be emotional as well as ferocious at the same time. It's like you'll be taking a right balanced decision. So make sure to use this time to the best, because see here, Mars is an extreme yoga karka also, right? 10th house lord sitting 10th from itself, okay, and lagna lord sitting with it, it's a very very powerful yoga. So Mahalakshmi yoga, if you in birth chart you have this, you will already be counting money, you will be rich person. So all the best. Then Venus, when Mercury enters into Pisces, and same day Venus also enters into Aquarius. So Mercury and Venus are transiting the same day. Mercury entering into the ninth house with Rahu can put you into illusion related to higher studies, or some kind of guidance that you're getting may not be right, or maybe some illusion in it. So whenever you take guidance during this time, make sure to go over it more than 10-15 times. Write it down, if what are the pros and cons of doing so. Someone says, okay, no, you should do this. Okay, hear them out, but go in your back and understand that what should be the approach should be. Okay, so this is what Mercury should be. And communication wise, very nice communication will happen, because Mercury is putting an exalted aspect on its own sign in the third house. So good communication, courage also good. There'll be good analytical skills. You may start something new, hobbies. These are the few things that you should do. On the other hand, many people will start gym also, again because of Mars position. Mars sitting 10th from itself, exalted. Such people will be very very important for uplifting their status. Venus in the 8th house, on the other side, it is okay, because here Venus rules the 11th house as well as the 4th house. Now inheritance wise, anything that you were supposed to do, or any goals that you were supposed to complete, they will happen. They will, like, there is goal that you said that, okay, I have to do this till this date, that will happen. But on the other hand, here Venus also gives you a little bit problem in the stomach area. That is, if female chart is this uterus area, some kind of bleeding problems, trouble, suddenly detecting of some kind of PCOS, because Saturn is also sitting here. And Venus, when meets Saturn, what it does, it makes it also becomes a little bit slow, like it starts giving you slow effect, because it is very comfortable. In Lal Kitab, in one of the area I was hearing, and I think very good Lal Kitab astrologer was telling that Venus is the Mashuka of Saturn. Like Venus is the love, क्या बोलते हैं, love at first sight for Saturn. That's why for Saturn, everything yoga karka is Venus only. So, anyways, here we have to be careful in terms of your health, especially something related to your heart. Heartbreak also can happen, by the way. It is not only health, it is about some kind of losses in area related to your love life also can happen, because it has met Saturn. Okay, then Moon enters into Aquarius. Here again, a little bit challenge, because the Lagna Lord is in the 8th house, so you will be into deep research or some kind of sorrow or some kind of trouble, problem, thinking out of it, getting out of it, very much occupied. You may have a little bit anxiety, fear, stress, but it is very temporary, very temporary. And this is also happening because there is going to be no moon. Like moon is going to go completely out of power, and when moon goes out of power, Cancer people are the most affected ones. Cancer people are the most affected one. There is another yoga also forming here. I don't want to scare you. It is a yoga of extramarital affairs, because what happens is when Moon and Venus are together, such people can go into a little bit of extra relationship, because Moon is a lusty planet. Rohit ji, Moon is a lusty planet. It can put you into different kind of relationship. So that is what I was saying. You have any point, Rohit ji?
No, I am saying that for Cancer ascendant, you see, 8th house is the most busiest house.
Yeah.
It looks like the most busiest international airport. All planets landing there
Yeah.
for the day. So I think they have to be take care about their everything about the secrecy, because 8th house is a secret house.
Yeah. Also, people can use secret against you. Can be possible during this time.
Yes, yes.
Because it is Venus also. Venus and Moon do not go together, and Venus, Moon and Saturn together are Vish Yoga also. So 8th to 10th, very careful, because there is a Grahan also. That means what we say, Amavasya also. Okay, all the best. Have a great Week, there is more emphasis on relationships and secrecy. Secret house, 8th house, research. So this is what you need to be very careful during this time. There's a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments. There's new classes you can enroll. If you enroll in next 2 days, okay. Otherwise, it is full. All the best. Take care. Leo ascendant people. Now here, when we talk about Leo ascendant people, Moon is entering into Sagittarius on 4th of March. That is here, Moon is in the 5th house for you. 5th house is the house of kids, house of creativity, house of wealth, house of Mahalakshmi, house of mantra chanting, house of your past life karmas and stuff like that. And when the 12th house Lord is in the 5th house, there may be some expenses that can happen related to kids. There can be some kind of visit to a hospital, doctor, clinic because of kids.
No, I think kids will demand today cake and lots of things because of your birthday. So Leo Ascendant will today spend on cake.
Yeah. But it is very true. Tomorrow morning, both my daughters have an appointment with doctor, and I am going there.
Oh.
It was not planned. It was just that we had appointment on 27th of February, but they said no, 4th March only we can take you. And see, the 12th house Lord has come into the 5th house, so kids are going to clinic tomorrow.
Mhm.
I told them delay. They said no, 4th only, otherwise 23rd. I said 23rd I cannot do, 4th only let's do.
Mhm.
So this is what astrology is somehow when you connect the dots. Moon is entering into Sagittarius, the 5th house. Creativity wise, very, very nice time for you. Higher education wise, if you want to go to a foreign country, spend money there. Yes, very good time for applying for higher education or getting accepted also during this time. So make the most of it. Moon is a creative planet, by the way. So here in the 5th house of creativity, it will shine this area. But Moon will 6th of March, Moon will enter into Capricorn, into the 6th house for you, making another yoga, which is called Vipreet Raj Yoga. So any health-wise problem that you were going through, any wealth-wise problem, any loan or anything that you were applying or thinking of, it will be very, very positive news for you because it is sitting with the Yoga Karka planet, Mars with exalted Mars. And those who already have Moon and Mars conjunction in their chart will have a very beautiful time during this time. They may have some kind of major breakthrough in the workplace. They can have major new ideas, and there can also be chances of your enemies going completely zero against you. They will not be able to harm you at all. So very positive news for all the Leo ascendant people. Then March 7th is when Mercury enters into Pisces. This is a little bit challenge. See, money wise there will be no challenge, but research wise, investment wise there can be challenge. Somewhere if you have invested, just reconsider what have you done, because or any partnership, anything that you have to get out of partnerships, make sure that during this time you are completely very, what do you say, you're completely very open about what do you expect. Otherwise there can be some cheating that can be done through partnership, because Rahu will put you into illusion. Other people will make lot of fun on your hard work, so you have to be careful, huh? We have to make sure that you have to make that point that I am also important. Then Venus enters into Aquarius the same day. Now, Venus here is the lord of the 10th house. And sitting 10th from 10th, I told you this is the time, this is the week for Leo ascendant for career advancement. There can be some good news in the career area for all the Leo ascendant people. And marriage wise, also, there will be some happiness. But this is just very temporary, because 8th of March is when Moon comes here with Saturn, creates a little bit of wish yoga where there can be some kind of poison in your relationship. There can be someone who can tell something wrong to you about your partner or something, or some fight between partner, misunderstandings, because this is the time that your Lagna Lord is going to create complete darkness on the Moon, that is the 12th house Lord. There can be losses here due to partnerships. Not partnerships, or there can be expenses here in partnerships in with for your spouses. So Moon and Sun will create complete, total new moon on 10th of March. But before that, the energy will be very potent. Moon will be very powerless. So be careful during this time, because Saturn is the planet that will start taking advantage during this time. It is sitting in the own house in Mool Trikosin, powerful, right? So it can create a little bit of emotional turbulence in your life. But otherwise, very good week. Work area very nice, status very nice, monetary benefits very nice, destiny is going very well. So all the best for all the Leo ascendant people. There is another very good news that Rohitji will share with you.
And the good news is about astrology for beginners course, and especially for those who continuously from last 6-7 months asking when Akash ji will teach, when Akash ji will teach. Now the time has come, 9th of March, first class, and the enrollment has already started and on the you know closure, because only three sports left, as Akashji told, as team told, that only three sports left for this batch. So hurry up. If you want to learn astrology in a scientific manner, then this is the time. You may be in any place of world. You can join from your home. Just send your details on the mail ID and WhatsApp number. Team will contact you, brief you everything about this course.
Moving on to Virgo ascendant people. When we talk about Virgo ascendant people, here Lagna Lord is going to go into a debilitated state during this week. So we have to be careful, and that too in the seventh house of partnerships. Anyways, talking about Moon in Sagittarius in the fourth house, it will be very nurturing during this time, because fourth house is actually the energy of Moon only, Mother. So it will be a very nurturing time. 4th of March till 6th of March, it will be a nurturing, very good time where there can be some positive news related to your home, your real estate, anything related to your um, if emotional security is what you're looking for, you will get it. Because in continuation, Moon is entering into the fifth house of romance, of love, unconditional love. Okay, this is what I have named the fifth house, because fifth house is the house of that's why children and your girlfriend and your boyfriend and I don't know what all you say nowadays, binary, non-binary, and things like that. Everyone has an emotion, and every emotion is controlled by this fifth house, that emotion of love. Now, here, as soon as Moon enters into Capricorn, it is also going to make a Mahalakshmi Yoga with Mars. So, anyone who has done any startup and they were not getting any contracts, stuff like that, no work, there will be some good news, because your Moon and Mars will exactly look at the 11th house together. And Mars is putting a debilitated as but Moon is looking at its own house. So, there will be very big goals that you're trying to achieve will be achieved during this time. Good news from children also will come. When Mercury enters into Pisces, now Mercury becomes debilitated here with Rahu. There can be illusion or communication problem with your spouse, with your business partners. So what you have to do, you have to make sure that during this time you keep your head very, very cool. This is what you should do. And Venus on that same day is entering into Pisces. Now, Venus here, if you see the role of Venus, it is a ninth house lord and the second house lord. That means it is a part Maraka and part Bhagya Karaka. That means it is the owner of destiny going into the sixth house. It will be mostly related to your workplace. There can be some good news. There can be some good positive news in the workplace, in work environment, as well as if you are looking for a new job, you can get a new job. If Moon and Venus and Saturn together in this house of Saturn, Venus is welcome like crazy. So very good news can come in the workplace area. In related to court cases, any trouble, any struggle, anyone enemies who are trying to act smart with you will see a real bad time from your side. This is a very, very good news for you. Later, Moon also enters this place, which is not very, very favorable, because Moon is the owner of the 11th house and gone into the 6th house. That is 8th from the 11th. Little bit pair, because this is the house of health, right? Legs have to be taken in lot of consideration. There can be some kind of hurt, some can twist your ankle, some problem in your leg. If you're starting gymming and all, be very careful. Do not take any big risk. Some small incident can happen, because Moon is also making it has been new Moon will be powerless, and especially it will be sitting with Saturn, Vish Yoga. This is also the house of diseases, so you may have to visit hospital during this time, and that can be related to your stomach area, especially because food poisoning, any problem related to any problem related to poisoning, because Moon and Saturn are Vish Yoga altogether. Okay, so just be careful. All the best. Otherwise, there is a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments. There is a classes that is going on. Again, in the WhatsApp link, you can click, ask for the classes, 3 or 4 spots. I think that maximum left. When you join, you will also know that, oh, it is all full. And all the best. For Libra ascendant people here, when we talk about 4th of March, my birthday, first of all the Libra ascendant, my favorite people in the world, will wish me. That is very, very nice. You can comment below and wish me happy birthday, no problem. Send me love, send me
Today
flowers.
I will be the busiest person on the phone, saying thanks to all the
Thanks.
family members.
Yes. And for this birthday, if you have not subscribed, subscribe, man. Birthday gift.
Birthday
I'm
gift, yes.
I'm entering my 37th year. I don't know how it will be. Let's hope for the best. I'm only 37 years old. 37 years young, sorry. March
Yes,
4th.
and
Moon is entering into Sagittarius into the third house. Moon is the lord of the 10th house, so there can be communication area in the work. But also, Moon is aspecting the seventh house, so there can be some travel also. Oh, sorry, ninth house. There can be some travel, long distance travel for a short period. This is what the fun of Moon is. Long distance travel for a short period can happen in this week. So, all the best. Later, third house moon is also a little bit emotional, so more than courage you will work emotionally. This is the best time to spend with the family, because in continuation moon is entering into the fourth house, making a very exalted yoga in the fourth house. Here, for those people who are trying to buy property, this is the best time. They will get money from either God or I don't know where, but they can buy property, they can buy some kind of vehicle, upgrade their lifestyle, do whatever you want to do. Very, very nice time for you, because here, if you see, Mars is extreme Maraka, but it is sitting 10th from itself. So, career wise, there will be some major breakthrough, big growth for you. And in continuation, what is happening is Mercury, on the other hand, Mercury and Venus both are changing houses. Mercury is going into the sixth house, making a Viprit Raj Yoga as well as becoming debilitated, but putting an exalted aspect on the 12th house. So there will be expenses on the rise, but it will be for leisure. It can be for leisure, for fun. These kind of expenses can happen. But on the other hand, here health-wise, little bit challenge you may face, because Rahu is poisonous here, right? It is a snake. It has what we say, poison. That's why when Mercury sits here, you can have little bit of problem in your mouth area. There can be some kind of burn, cuts, ulcers, trouble. So you have to be careful while eating. Be very disciplined. Later, Venus coming into your Lagna Lord, coming into the fifth house, is a very, very awesome time. I always tell you that whenever fifth house and eighth house will have any kind of combination, there will be lottery. That does not mean physical lottery. That means something very positive that comes to your life. And Venus, Saturn here together are very comfortable. And Saturn is a yoga karka sitting in Mool Trikon. What else do you need? Libra ascendant people are ruling the world. What do you need during this time? This is everything you can be possible with effort, that if you put it. And then later moon enters into Aquarius. Now moon enters into the fifth house. Now fifth house is where moon will be exactly the 10th house lord in the fifth house. So creativity in the work area, anything related to work has to be a little bit calm, on the calmer side. Don't be over expressive, because moon is an expressive planet, right? Here it is making a wish yoga with Saturn. It makes every month, by the way, but with different aspects. Now Venus is also here. Venus has given moon the 10th house. What does this mean? That all your career, everything depends on moon, and moon is only getting into new moon. So in the career area, just be very calm, on the calmer side. Something which you have achieved in the past moon transit on 6th of March and onwards, don't be very, very vocal about it. Just be very calm down about it. Let moon pass from here. Let moon come back to its exaltation very soon. Then do whatever you want to do. But hopefully, I think you will take this into consideration. There's a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments. You can go there, book your appointment, we can talk, and you can subscribe, and you can also join the classes if you want. So all the best. There is a astrology classes where I'm going to be teaching from zero to hero. All the best. Scorpio ascendant people, when we talk about Scorpio ascendant people, here second house is where moon will be transiting on 4th of March. As soon as moon transits into the second house, your destiny, some kind of money that is stuck, some kind of fixed asset that is in trouble with your destiny, something might work and you may feel positive here. Then moon enters into Capricorn. This is the best time, because moon is going to be here aspecting the 9th house. There can be positive news in terms of your long distance journey for your career also, for a short time. So you may be told by your office that you have to visit this site to do something. So it will be a little bit pleasure kind of time. But on the other hand, from your siblings, from your social circle, from your networks, from your friends, from your neighbors, if you want to do any hobby, if you are writing, anything like that, there will be positive news in that area. So you should be making the most of this time. Then Mercury and Venus on the same day enters into Pisces and Capricorn. Venus enters into a very, very good house. Look at here. Venus is the Maraka as well as the 12th house of losses. But it enters into the house of Saturn, making conjunction with Saturn. Sun is just on the verge of getting out into Pisces. So Sun is not going to affect Venus at all. But here, Venus and Saturn, very soon, they will have very big good conjunction. And this will be very positive conjunction for those people who are trying to upgrade their life into luxury. especially in real estate and car area. So some luxury kind of thing is coming to you your way. So all the best, man. Like, make the most use of this time as well. This whole month is going to be very good, because what is going to happen next is going to be Venus is going to be exalted for you in the fifth house. Very positive. Next in 31st of March onwards. I remember every date now. Another thing is that because Mercury has entered into Pisces also, here Mercury is the 11th house lord. Uh, Creativity wise, okay time, you will be very over ambitious during this time. But children wise, there can be some kind of hardships or trouble that you might have to face in your love life. Some kind of communication gap or misunderstanding can happen. So why do we want to create this when we know that this is just an illusion for a very very less time? It's 26th, 27th, I think. Mercury will again move to uh, 27th or 17th, I think. I don't remember, but it will again move to Aries. So just be
26 or 27?
26.
26 or
Yeah. It will move. So just hold on till then. If your loved one is giving you a little bit of hard time, just take it during this time, because you're supposed to get it. And then Moon enters into Aquarius. Now here, Moon is the ninth house lord coming to the fourth house. Moon is not very good in good position right now. Venus and Moon do not like each other. Like Venus does not like Moon. Moon has no enmity with anyone. Moon is very said. He say I am friend of everyone, but everyone else says there is some difference. Like Saturn does not like Moon, and I think there is a karmic story which I was trying to find why Saturn has any problem with Moon, and I think that is related to Saturn being Mars being exalted in the house of Saturn, because what happened, Rohitji, is that at a time when Moon was given the status of a planet, he became very very aggressive. All the waves of the world, the ocean waves, he tried to create a lot of havoc, and Lord Shiva had to then call Mars to bring it into control. Then Mars and Moon had a fight in Capricorn. Mars and Moon both were in Capricorn, and they fighted, and Mars won and become exalted there, and Moon uh, you know lost the battle. That's why in the sign of Cancer, Mars becomes debilitated. A lot of stories, man. And this is just one of the story of Mars debilitation. There are thousands of, because they have taken thousands of lifetimes. So that's why now when Moon and Mars come together, it is Mahalakshmi Yoga, because their celestial role is different than their personal relationships. But when Moon comes to Saturn, does not forget anyone who has done any bad sin or problem or trouble. So Saturn always, whenever Moon and Saturn are together, it is called a wish yoga. It is called poisonous yoga. So in the fourth house, especially related to your health of your mother, has to be taken in much consideration. If you're going through Moon Dasha and Mahadasha, then you have to Mahadasha and Antardasha, then you have to be more careful. Otherwise, very good time, especially related to wealth, related to travel, related to creativity, and related to gains. Gains is going to be happening to the most because of Mercury in the fifth house, aspecting the 11th house. 11th house will give you gains. If there is any bigger thing that you were trying to achieve, you will achieve during this time. But we have to be careful in the home environment. That is where you have to be careful, because there is also going to be a new moon, Amavasya, on 10th of March. Okay, all the best. Later on, Sagittarius ascendant people, when we talk about Sagittarius, 4th of March, Moon will be in the ascendant, Lagna. And here Moon is the owner of the 8th house. Whenever 8th house planet is in the ascendant, such people, secrets are revealed in simple way. It will show on their face that there is something they were hiding, and they cannot hide anything. So here, your secrets might be exposed if you have any. So be careful, don't trust people too much. Then Moon enters into Capricorn, into the second house of wealth, aspecting the eighth house. Because of your research, dedication, and everything that you have done in the past, this is the time to achieve or gain monetary benefits. Very good happiness in the family, and if anything that you relate and work in related to speech or speaking or singing or dancing and performing arts and stuff like that, very, very positive, good, amazing time for Sagittarius ascendant people. Moving on, Mercury and Venus on the same day are transiting. 7th of March, Venus will enter into Aquarius, and Mercury will enter into Pisces. Mercury entering the Pisces area is a little bit challenging for the work, for the home area, family environment, home environment. Your inner peace, inner stability will be a little bit challenged. That can be coming through your, family members, mother, or your maternal side, some kind of issue which you may have to deal with. But because it is aspecting the 10th house of career, So career wise, there will be lot of strength that you will be having in your heart, mind, soul, wherever. You will have lot of strength in career, and there will be some good news related to your career as well, because this is the Kendra Lord in the Kendra. Even if it is debilitated, it makes a Raj Yoga. So very nice. On the other hand, Venus here, if you see Venus, it rules the sixth house as well as the 11th house. So both the houses of health, sixth from the sixth is the 11th house. Both the houses of health is ruled by Venus, coming into the third house of difficulty, struggle. This is where little bit struggle will happen in the health area. But because it is sitting in a sign of Saturn, it is very comfortable here. So not very major problems, but because it will be entering into Satvisha Nakshatra by in few weeks from Dhanishta, there can be causes of going and seeing a doctor for your health. You will remember me and you will come and write down that, oh no, you said, when it enters into Satvisha, we will be going to doctor by end of this month. Not by end of this month, by mid of this month, it will, I think not even mid, 15th, 14th, 15th, it will enter into Satvisha because Dhanishta is only 3-4 degrees here. So make the most of it. If there is any alarming situation in the health area, go run, do whatever you want to do. But on the other hand, short distance journey will be booked. There will be some short distance journey that you will be going on for a or long distance journey for a very short period of time can happen. So let's hope for the best. Then Moon enters into Aquarius. Now Moon here is the Lord of the 8th house, coming into the 3rd house. Difficulty level increased. Any problem that was happening because of health now will be increased. So you have to take proper medication care, take Ayurvedic supplements and whatever you want to do. But here, courage wise also, you will be not so pumped up. Monetary wise, there is no problem. This is emotional level problem. Whenever in 3rd house, there can be emotional ups and downs with siblings in your family. Health of mother may go bad because see, if you see the 4th house, the 3rd house is the 12th to the 4th house. So here, anything losses of mother's health problem, trouble, any losses of selling your house, selling your property, everything is depending on the 3rd house. Whatever has to go happens through the 3rd house. So let's hope that it be very nice for you. There is going to be 3rd house is a house of hardships. There will be hardships. We have to overcome it with courage and with dedicated spiritual power, with the power of Lord Vishnu. Yeah? All the best. There's a WhatsApp link in description for personal appointments. Do that WhatsApp link. Come on a personal appointment. Let's talk about your chart. And on the other hand, those who are watching the video for the first time, subscribe. And there is one very new course that Rohitji had designed, and Rohitji will give you that idea on it.
Yes, and this is the second batch and the first batch of 2024. Second batch, but first batch of 2024 astrology for beginners course. This is on demand. We are going to start in April, but so many people doing mail and messages, so we started this from 9th of March. Only 3 slots left. Batch is almost full. If you want to be a part of this batch, if you want to be part of this divine journey, you can send your details on the mail ID and WhatsApp number. And this is the time when you will learn astrology in a scientific manner, in a presentation manner. So most welcome and enroll yourself.
Okay, Rohit, moving on to Capricorn ascendant people. For Capricorn ascendant people, Moon is entering into Sagittarius into the 12th house. Here, it is the 7th house Lord going into the 12th house. Misunderstandings or trouble or struggle in relationships can be the number one key area where Capricorn ascendant people has to be very vigilant on. On the other hand, there is also chances of some long distance journey because of your business or work area. So that's a very, very positive thing. Here, 12th house also means spirituality, like inner solitude, going into a lot of isolation. This is also the time that you may want to be left in isolation, that just don't disturb me, let me just be with myself. There can be spiritual bliss also that you can be getting during this time. And Moon enters into the Lagna, making a very good yoga. Whenever it is with Mars, it makes a Mahalakshmi yoga. So this Mahalakshmi yoga is all aspecting the 7th house as well. So what does this mean? That during this time, there will be some kind of monetary benefits through partnerships. So make the most of it, man. partnership wise area. There can be monetary bets after selling of a property, after achieving your goal, getting your target. There can be some long distance journey that can be planned. So many things can happen to you. Then on the same day, Mercury becomes debilitated and Venus goes into the second house. Yoga Karka planet going in with the Mool Trikon sign owner in second house is again promise of wealth. There's going to be some promise of wealth for Capricorn ascendant people during this month. I don't know how it will come. It is all about your speech, hard work, your way of working, because the 10th house lord is in the second house. So with your speech, with speaking, you may get some kind of monetary benefits in the work area. So be very vocal in the work area. But also be careful in your communication, written communication, because that is where Mercury has gone debilitated into the third house. It has made your destiny very awesome, but it has also made your little bit of challenge in the area related to your communication, written communication with your siblings, communication with your siblings, with your neighbors, with your, don't share any good news with your colleagues. This is the time that, bani banai khichdi pe you will put kichad. That means something food is ready and you will just throw dirt on it. That is how it will happen. So be very secret, kind of be very quiet, relaxed during this time. Then March 8, Moon will enter into Aquarius. Now, Moon entering into Aquarius is another thing, because here Moon is the Lord, is the Maraka, entering into the Maraka house. Health-wise, especially be very careful, especially health of your family members, be careful. On the other hand, in the mouth area, be careful. That see, because Venus, Sun, all together, Moon is there. This is the house of your mouth area. You can have some kind of ulcers, problem, struggle. Moon is the planet that gives you emotionally, drains you out. And when emotionally you're drained, you can suddenly eat something in what we say, second house is also the house of eating, taste, and you can suddenly eat some stress eating and stuff, and that can create some health problems for you, which we have to avoid during this time. Okay, all the best for this week. There is a WhatsApp in the description for personal appointments. You can click on it, come on WhatsApp, personal appointment. There is a course that we are doing. You can join that course, and then you can also get into this journey of astrology. And those who are watching the video for the first time, do subscribe so that we can always be in touch. And it's my birthday, so you have to subscribe. On birthday, I'm working. Aquarius ascendant people, March 4th is when Moon will enter into Sagittarius, uh, into the 11th house. The 6th house owner into the 11th house. 6 from the 6th creates problem in the leg area, can create problem in calf, ankles, that kind of area. It can create some kind of twist, problem, trouble, struggle. Also some misunderstandings or enemy that may come or arise from the area related to your social network. But on the other hand, because this is the house of gains, Moon here does not hesitate in giving you gains. It gives you gains from enemies also. It gives you gains from your health also. So maybe because of health problem, you may gain something from insurance or something. There can be also gains through your discipline that you maintain, because I have seen Aquarius people are the most disciplined people in the world. But then Moon goes into the 12th house, makes a very good Raj Yoga here, because it is Viprit Raj Yoga as well as Moon and Mars together aspecting the 6th house, where Mars is aspecting the debilitated sign and Moon is aspecting its own sign. So here it makes a Raj Yoga, especially Raj Yoga. That means any good news that you're expecting from a foreign country, any big travel that you want to plan for a foreign country, any number of you're expecting any good news from a hospital or a test result, this is the time that you will get something very positive, piece of paper or email or anything in your hand. Subjective, that your Mercury is going debilitated second day and Venus is entering into the Lagna. So Yoga Karka planet also comes into the Lagna, creates this yoga of Chandramangal little bit more expands it, because it is a Yoga Karka Kendra Lord in the Kendra, very positive sign with Saturn, with the Mool Trikon signs Lord. So how positive it is, all in front of you. I'm not making things up, right? It is, everything is front of you. How beautiful this whole period is going to be. But because second house is where Mercury goes debilitated with Rahu, don't overcome it during this time. This whole month you have to be very quiet. If success is there, keep it in your pocket, don't put it out. In the morning, Rohitji, I thought of buying a car called Cadillac. It's a Cadillac Escalade. When I looked at the price, it is $100,000. Okay, that means almost 60, 70 lakh rupees Indian currency. Then I thought, no man, why should I buy? Rather, I will buy one house and I put a down payment, buy one house of 80
Hmm.
lakhs. That is more better than my doing betting in Escalade. So,
Hmm.
sometimes mind will put you, and I was very close enough to, I thought, though, I'll give 10,000 down payment, take it on my birthday, tomorrow I will go book it, then it will stand in front of my house. And said, then everyone who's going will be dying whenever oh, they have an Escalade $100,000 car. But the thing is that this nazar, this kind of evil eye that people will put on myself, this will be very, very difficult. That's why I use a very old car, so people think that, everything is old. So
Hmm.
always don't do show off. All these big celebrities and all, they mostly they don't do show off. I have seen that, all these big richest people, they are not on social media. They are very quiet. They're very secret what is happening in their life. So that is what you need to do. And here, this is the time that, overcommitment should not be done. Research should be properly done, and you'll be doing very good research, because Mercury is putting an aspect on the eighth house. All the best. Then Moon enters into the Lagna. Here it is not a very good sign, because Moon will enter into new moon. It will be Amavasya. There will be no moon during that day. Everything will be black. During this time, your mind is also goes blank. And Saturn, especially sitting with the Moon here, makes a wish yoke, poisonous yoke. So in that poison yoke, your brain can become poisonous. You can have poisonous thoughts, because sometimes success goes over our head. So let it not go over your head. This is the time to mostly focus on the work area, in something gains from work, travel in foreign country, being very, very disciplined. That is what will give you wealth during this time. All the best for Aquarius and people. This week is good for you, man. Very good. There's a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments. Click, directly talk to Samantha on WhatsApp, and you will be able to understand your chart in detail. And if you want to join my course, we are doing that course, yeah, from 9th of March. So you are very welcome to do that. All the best. Later on, to Pisces ascendant people. So Moon is entering into Sagittarius, into the Kendra for you, and Moon is the fifth house lord. Now see, Jupiter has given Moon the area of unconditional love. That means something related to your children, your love life, your wife, husband. Also, love happens from the fifth house only. Startups, creativity, and stuff like that. Now here Moon is in the 10th house. So career wise, if there is any startup that you want to do, this is a very, very good time to sow the seed. That means to start a company or register a company, find a name and stuff like that. Then Moon enters into Capricorn. This is the time that if you have any goals, any bigger goals, or you need help from your social networking, friends, Moon and Mars makes Mahalakshmi Yoga. There is going to be some positive results also from your workplace that you will get. So it is a positive time of Moon entering into the 11th house, aspecting its fifth own house. Very positive. Very positive means very positive time. Especially if you see, Rohit ji gayab ho gaye. Okay, Rohit ji got gayab. Rohit ji, you get gayab nowadays. See again, Luigi has problem in his internet. Anyways, moving forward, Moon enters into Capricorn. Now, Moon enters into 11th house. I told you there will be some gains that you will see from your, from your friends will help you, your colleagues will help you. There will be some partnership opportunity also, so make the most use of it. Then Mercury enters into Pisces and Venus enters into Capricorn the same day. Venus is the 8th house lord going into the 12th house. Already Sun is making a Viprit Rajyog there, right? Venus also makes a Viprit, so double Viprit Rajyog. That means any problem related to health, any problem related to sudden ups and downs that you were facing, it will go away and you will start feeling something very positive coming into your life in all aspects of your life. But another Raj Yog and trouble, both are happening together, and that is related to your first house, your ascendant, your Lagna, where Raj Yog is happening, where Jupiter is sitting in the first house and making a Raj Yog, especially related to. Mercury sitting in the first house, it becomes debilitated and making a Raj Yog because it is the Kendra Lord in the Kendra, but with sitting with Rahu, which means your mind will not be stable and there can be illusion over your mind. This is what you have to avoid, to keep your mind coming, keep it back on the point, some focus. Maybe get some kind of a written thing done on your hand, that okay, think thrice, before making any judgment or decision. Think thrice and before communicating anything, because your time is good, and this in this good time, if a communication lot becomes weak, you will communicate something wrong to the other person, and which will create a problem for you. Venus in the 12th house, very nice. And then Moon also comes into the 12th house. This is not a very good time. Expenses related to kids, expenses related to foreign travel can be number one in your list during this time. Also, spiritually, this is a very good yoga, but health wise, little bit challenge. You might have to go or visit a clinic during this time for some kind of blood work, test, problem, struggle, trouble, and stuff like that, because it is also going to be a new moon during this time, zero moon. It's going to be Amavasya that can create some other different problems, but very good for siddhi, for mantra chanting. Do lot of Om Namah Shivaya or Shiva mantra or Shiv Tandav Stotram or Shiv Rudra Abhishekam, and all these kind of stuff can be done, because that will help you, to achieve spirituality at a very different level during this time. So all the
What you
best.
said, it is
Yeah.
a common remedy. This is a common remedy for all people, because
No,
8th of
for
March is Mahashivratri, and
for
8th of
Pisces.
March is the time when all planets in with
Uh,
moon for
for Pisces, it is. We will make the Mahashivratri video and we will explain every chart, and for Grahan in every house, what should be invoked. That also we are going
mm,
to make a video on over not Grahan, on the Amavasya. That during this full moon, what is the best thing to do to immediately achieve wealth or
mm,
health or whatever aspects in life you're working on. But
mm.
overall, there's a WhatsApp link in the description. Feel free to contact my team. Let's talk about your chart in detail. And there is a new course that we are doing, and very less spots and very 2 or 3 days left. Then I'm going to close whatever it is. And all the best for everything. Have a great day. Bye bye. Thank you. Thank you, Rohitji.
Thank you, Akashji. Thank you very much. And once again, on the sign of this video, I will like to say you very happy birthday,
Thank you,
and
Rohitji.
from all the family members of AC Astro also, because today I know the day when I will say only thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. There will be the million wishes on the mail, on the WhatsApp, on the everything, and Samantha will be also busy today,
Very
very
busy.
busy. Thank you very much. We'll meet you in next video. Till then, Jai Shri Ram, Jai Hanuman, Jai Mata Di, Om Namah Shivaya, Jai Mata Lakshmi.